Alright, hi everyone, this is Gav and that's Bik right there on my left, so I think now we've settled in. This is the first time, Bikram, that our teams that we had chosen earlier, this will probably change and this will most definitely change, but this is the first time that all four teams that we had chosen to top are there. Sunrisers are finally there. Everybody shit on them all the time and then finally they came back, and today also you actually bet against them, which did not work out very well. After I lost so many matches, I think now I won like gazillion matches in the last few. So it just come back very strongly. Before I thought I was going to lose everything. So this is the first time now, and just one match to go for everybody. Mumbai Royal Challengers, Mumbai RCB, Delhi and Sunrisers. That's the first four we chose. And it was the same for us, although the position a bit all over the place. More in your favor, and then the Kings 11, and then again in your favor at the bottom, exactly sort of what he had picked. But obviously we had not picked Kolkata at number 7, but this is the team, this is exactly our pick. There will be a big overhaul because last week has been tumultuous to just say the least. It's been crazy. Now I want to start with few big hits. I'll get to umpiring. I don't know if you're watching the match. That no ball on Williamson, that was so high that even a blind person can see it's a no ball, and the umpire did not give it a no ball. Did you see that one?
Yeah, I saw. Yeah,
that was just blunder. Okay, I don't want your comment on that. I'm gonna go back to the fun facts. Now the fun facts, I have a lot of fun facts from the last few matches. Now Kings 11 till yesterday could have actually finished as high as number 2 after they were relegated. They were thrashed. They were finished, and now they can actually still finish last. Okay, they can still finish last. If they have a really big loss, they can still finish. This is going to be the bizarrest IPL ever, because they were finishing last, then they were going to finish second, and they could have won the IPL because now they can still finish last. It's just crazy. It's completely crazy. And that's one fact. Other is Gale, and I was privy to it. I saw it, his 1006 in T20 cricket. It was just amazing. That guy is just totally amazing. Then they obviously, if you know, it only got happened because Chris Gale was dropped by Gale. I'm going to get into that later. Chris Gale was dropped by Parag, but there's a story to that. Another fun fact is that New Delhi, this is probably you've not noticed but probably ignored. Let me tell you the last 6 matches what happened. 5 times the openers got around duck. Okay. 6 times. It says match number 8, Prithvi got duck. Match number 9, Prithvi got duck. Match number 10, Prithvi got 7. Match number 11, Rahane got duck. Match number 12, Dhawan got duck. Match number 13, Dhawan again got duck. So there has been 5 ducks in the last 6 matches of the opening batsman, which is completely unprecedented. So I just noticed, I checked it out and made sure this was actually correct. So this was the few hits, fun facts. There's another fun fact. Bumrah is now purple cap. Not because on actual averages, on his run rate that is given, much better than Rabada, because Rabada has really bad 2 days. And Rabada is 8.19 at 23 wickets, and Bumrah is, which I said earlier that was not playing at his best, has really been peaking at the right time. So it's 6.96 and he's taken 23 wickets. And although our women commentator, the token woman commentator, thought she could not actually read properly because that's how stupid she is. Like, she's actually reading the fucking thing and saying, like, she's directly saying that Bumrah is now on the top with 23 wickets. Then she's saying Rashid just needs 1 more wicket to go on the top. What she's actually reading now is actually the column of number of matches, which says 13, in which she now suddenly feels that that's the number of wickets because it's exactly the same for everybody. Now she's like, and then, not that the worst part is, now because of whatever feminism and all the nonsense that we cannot say anything women are wrong, nobody corrects her. Because... Dude, Rashid Khan is far away on the wicket. So I kept checking, like, somebody's going to... Nobody corrected her. It was just bizarre. I mean, like, lady says, like, oh, he just needs 1 wicket. Like, you can see it's 70... I don't know what the hell was going on. That was like... Dude, token women commentator. I mean, just because everybody is bad, you don't have to be even worse than them just to show you're a woman. So, that was terrible. And then Williamson and Virat, they exchanged catches of each other at exactly the same spot. Williamson caught Virat at the same spot, short cover, and then Virat caught Williamson at short cover of exactly the same delivery. So that was my fun facts. Let's talk about today's match very quickly. This was, you actually picked RCB, and that's the reason I picked SRH, because I was like, dude, RCB is not looking good. If DC is looking really, really terrible, RCB is looking not as terrible because you cannot look as terrible as DC, and that's exactly why. And when we thought that DC, and I said DC and RCB will be the final match and RCB will beat DC, but now it's become like a quarter-final match because next match is RCB and DC, and DC will get beaten and they'll get kicked out of the IPL, and that will be a quarter. It could actually be a pre-quarter final as well, because depending on how many matches RCB plays, it didn't become final. So that was just weird. And today, I mean, you've noticed how SRH is approaching. They're like, listen, and I think a lot of them are noticing this thing. You don't take it to the wire. You just try to kill it, and then even if you lose some wickets in between after hitting some shots, whenever the people come in, they're not under as much pressure, and also they can actually play their game. This is exactly what Holder did. He comes in, and people are like, oh, there might be some pressure and other things. Then they're like, oh, well, Holder just played. This is one thing you notice with West Indian cricketers. Apart from that specific person who was supposed to be the greatest batsman ever, Andre Russell, he's the only person who's hitting like Shahid Afridi. Everybody's playing like more cool and actually getting the ball and connecting the ball very well. So that was my very quick hits and quick highlights in today's match. Do you want to talk about anything about today's match, like this match which just happened? Then we can move on to the other match which happened today.
Yeah, I mean, I did pick RCB, but I forgot that RCB and SRH has a history that SRH always knocks out RCB a lot of times. This time I think they will scrape by RCB because they have to play against DC at the end, and I think even if they lose against DC, there is a mathematical possibility that they can still qualify for the playoffs. Correct. And it's just but the batting is, I mean, we can talk about bowling not firing, but I mean, you can't expect them to defend 120, 140 and all that, especially when the other team is so hungry, they want to win, they want to qualify. So yeah, I think Virat and AB have failed 3 times in a row now, so all the more reasons for DC to fail in that last match, because these two people will be, again, it's about the averages, right? Law of averages. So one of them will click, I feel during the DC match. And yeah, but the bowling also has to tighten up, especially on those slower, because I think the problem is that RCB bowlers and batsmen both are not able to adjust on the slower wickets. So yeah, that is one thing which I
don't know why you're even talking. You already know what's going to happen. RCB is going to thrash DC. Chennai is going to thrash Kings 11 really badly. It's just going to happen. Don't get into semantics of this thing. This is not going to happen. See, the notes are made for this thing today. I have no notes. All it says is like the no ball. It was a really bad umpiring decision. Second note is, why are they wasting so much time on Williamson run out when he's already inside?
Already in, yeah.
So why did you waste 5 minutes? Because are you slow? Like, what is it like? Down syndrome? I mean, what is happening to you? I mean, the people are like, you're saying a lot of offensive stuff in this podcast. Dude, do you also have Down syndrome? Okay. Now, it's just, I don't understand what is going on. Then this is like a no ball, it's not a no ball. What can an AB dropped at 4, but then it becomes non-inconsequential because you can only make a note saying AB dropped at 4, then he made 96. He did not make 96. So that's also a crap note. So I have no notes for today. It's just terrible. So the other match that would happen today, which probably wouldn't have happened at all as well. Again, I don't know what to say. Delhi just looks completely shambles. I've already said last time to you, and I feel at least justified of yelling and going completely nuts on the podcast by saying, please drop that person, please drop Deshpande, stop being in love. And today they only not dropped Deshpande. It's already too fucking late night, bhai. Now they also dropped Akshar Patel. Why are you dropping Deshpande now? Okay, now you drop Akshar Patel as well, and you bring some random person because he's a leg spinner. Are you fucking nuts or what?
at this time in the tournament, like at the end when there is so much pressure.
Akshar Patel is like, dude, I'm the best bowler, then India doesn't pick me up. You also drop me. What is going on with me? It's like, is this some racism? The next thing I know, Akshar Patel said, there's some racism. Is this only against me? Everybody
just
hates
because
me.
My name has X.
X. People just don't like cis anymore. It's like X. There's something. There's some drama. I don't know what's going on. Oh, it was just bad because, I mean, see, Prithvi Shaw was back. See, I think they got people back, but all way too late. Now, Prithvi Shaw, I mean, understandably that he went for it, but I think again the way he was trying to go for it was also very stupid. Even Afridi will call him stupid. Dude, what the fuck? You're just trying to hit it like without even falling up anything. I mean, I think the approach, that's how he needs to play. Otherwise, what's the point of Prithvi is not making score? But because Dhawan again made a 0, which I already told you, they will just put him on the highest pedestal. But that's exactly what happens. He has never made a century in this fucking IPL in his entire life. Now he's made 2. Guess guess what's going to happen? He's going to make 6, 0 and 0. He made even worse than I expected. So that's exact. Before that, Dhawan was not even playing that well anyway. Then Iyer comes in, he's like, he hits this one very nice 6 in every innings, and after that he just fizzles out. Rishabh Pant, I don't want to talk about Rishabh Pant. What else to talk about? Sony failed, Hatmar failed, everybody failed. They make 110 against bloody Mumbai.
And I saw a lot of people. I saw a lot of people complaining about the Indian team selectors, saying that they actually fucked him up because they dropped him at special juncture. I mean, I don't know, they dropped him, and there was a lot of times when he was dropped and then he was brought in. I was like, how many chances he will get, right? He got so many chances. He played the World Cup and everything, and people still, and it's always easy to blame the administrators that they have done something, but you have to look at the player. He has regressed. He has not progressed at all from where he was.
He has become worse keeper. He's become worse fielder. He's become worse. He's just become fatter. I don't know what kind of attitude. He just become a comic, and he's just probably engaged in between. What has he done otherwise? He's done jack shit. So he doesn't deserve to be in the team. Even if Sanju Samson doesn't perform, the guy is jacked up, and when he hits, the ball just travels. This guy just can't do anything. So he deserves to be out. And then these guys come in. Ishan Kishan just love these matches, the low scoring matches. He just goes completely nuts, and he again went nuts. So they're not even missing their fat boy. So I don't know. They still make sure there's enough fat people. Even, by the way, Kieran Pollard, I've been missing this thing. He's also fat. He's just so big that he can't notice what is going on. But Kieran Pollard is fat, and Tiwari and Pip, all these people never came in. Well, I have nothing to talk about that match. It was just one of the shittest matches, and I don't know. I expected it, but I still expected some fight. Never happened.
Yeah.
And then moving on to yesterday's match, which had did you pick Kings 11 again?
No,
you picked Royals. Because you've been going against me now recently, which is not working out. Because, see, the thing is, I've been wrong a lot of time, but whenever you go against me, that's when I'm right. So it's it doesn't work out very well for you. So I did have the stats, when we final stats were 33-19. Looks much better because I was losing a lot of matches. Yours is 28-24, so it's not looking very good, but luckily you'll still be on the positive side. Even as long as
Plus,
you pick
my standings are better, and the prediction of the standings are better.
Yeah, you're right. But again, as we say, I don't know what's going to happen in the last match. It's crazy.
Yeah, that is true.
So I really want SRH to qualify because they deserve to qualify right now. Then yesterday's match, which we predicted RR will actually win because this is how the IPL will work eventually. Kings 11 will lose. Eventually, Gale will not score very well. But then Gale was dropped by Parag. Did you watch that match?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Did you also see today's match when this guy got caught in Mumbai versus DC? This Pandya, the older Pandya, he caught Ashwin, our Ashwin, your Ashwin, the guy Mancade Ashwin. Did you see it? Did you see what happened?
Yeah,
I want to tell you this thing. Now you will understand this thing. Now there's a thing. Now there is one reason now. As much as I loved Uthappa, and now as much as I fucking hate Uthappa right now because he thinks he's bigger shit. He's not a big shit. Okay, he was supposed to be a big shit who never became a big shit. Now he just shit, and he's just big in body. Now when people can say Parag dropped him, Gale, but I don't think Parag dropped him. How much was it on Gale? Like 10, 12, something like that.
And something like that.
It was an easy peasy catch. Now Uthappa comes in, which is fair enough. When you at that time you don't know if somebody's coming. And if you see the replays, Uthappa comes in, then he finally sees that Parag is going for the ball. Now instead of stopping, he continues going. And that is bizarre. That is bizarre. And now that obviously messes up with your head. And I played cricket, you played cricket. When that happens, you're like, what is going on? And just confuses Parag. And that's just beautiful. And that's why I want to give an example right there. Beautiful example happened within Mumbai Indians versus DC when Pollard and Pandya were coming in for the catch for Ashwin, Mankit Ashwin. And then Pollard actually sees him. And now you don't even stop. Pollard actually starts walking backwards or sideways. Now, see, a normal person who's not the greatest cricketer might stop. But a good player will actually move away from the person. But Uthappa will start moving in when he sees this guy coming in. And when it's not only like it's a 50-50 catch. Uthappa is walking backward. He's not Kapil Dev in 1983 who's going to catch Vivian Richards. Okay, it's not going to happen. Now Parag is there. Now he keeps running in and just fucks up Parag. That's why. This is the problem. And then I thought that will change the game. And this guy ended up making 99, eventually almost threw his bat, then actually gives a high-fi, sidewise, horizontal high-fi to the big boy who's actually performing very well. After earlier I said he was not performing as well, and you said like he'll probably not even perform, whose name we are not actually remembering, the big West Indian who plays for England.
Archer.
Now he's Englishman. Archer. So Jofra Archer. So Jofra Archer gave him a high five, and then didn't even go to pick his bat. Then obviously our Aussie boy went out to pick his bat. He's like, you're not making runs, so might as well pick the bat and give it to him. So that was a weird story. I don't know what else to talk about that match except Mandeep Singh, which I told you, people will say, oh, now he has to play for India. Next match he'll make a duck, and he made a duck, and he also made a golden duck. So which pretty much happens all the time. So yeah, and Maxwell still complaining that I never get the bat.
Rahul, I think KL Rahul screwed their chances, Kings 11, because
you should say KL Rahul because you should say it in his space. That's how he was. Because he just wants to become the best player, highest run scorer and everything. Now screw on you because you're not going to qualify because yourself, and David Warner is going to make 2 centuries.
So I think that's all for that match. I don't think much, because when Gale scores so much, he was almost 200 at 200 strike rate, and then you still couldn't reach 200, the team total. Then I mean, it was an easy wicket. It was a very good wicket to bat on. So I think RR just went.
To be fair, he was not on 200, he was on 157, so that's actually kind of far away. So let's be fair. I'm just saying that Rahul was extremely slow, and then obviously he tried to hit and he got out, but they could have actually scored even more, but 185 wasn't bad. And then the way RR came out, I see because I know I had picked RR, but you know when you pick somebody you also feel nervous. But when I saw 185 and I saw the pitch, I thought it was not bad. If RR plays the way they play, bringing up Robin Chitupapa above is actually not a bad move, although he's not going to play very well. But the fact that when he was actually down, he was just completely wasted, and he likes opening, and it was perfectly fine because Steven Smith was like flopping and he was doing weird things. Now they actually played like a very professional Australian team. When they come out, everybody's like, nobody's nervous to their wicket. They're happy to come to bat. They're like, oh, my batting, my batting aage.
Even so Sanju Samson is consistent now from last 2 matches.
He pretty much got run out. It was like eventually they were just they finished in 17.3 overs. They were just completely knocked the balls out of these people. They were never in the like Kings 11. After you make 185, particularly now towards the deep end of the tournament, when the pitches are getting torn and pitches getting like very tired and all, it was I think as clinical performance as you will ever see for chasing 185. That's something we expect from Mumbai Indians, who actually, see, this is a very fickle format. Now Mumbai Indians are looking like genuine champions right now. They're just standing apart from everybody. That doesn't mean they're going to win the tournament, because eventually if push comes to shove, at least they're going to qualify for the final, and then anything is possible. But dude, Mumbai Indians, you have to give it to them that right now everybody is in the pack. And then because Chennai is actually appealing that can we get some points for Fair Play Award, and then you can transfer it to us, and we are also in 6 wins, and then everybody's like in the pack, in the hunt. So this is going to be interesting, because you see the best run rate is Sunrisers. I mean, I'm not counting Mumbai Indians because they're like completely somewhere else.
Yeah, true.
So it's going to be very interesting.
Because they already qualified.
Exactly. If Sunrisers does win, and they're playing Mumbai Indians. Sunrisers.
Yeah, they're playing Mumbai Indians.
I think if you really see the match and the way Sunrisers are playing, and the Mumbai Indians will probably not go all out. Also, you have to injury concern and other things. You want to make sure that you don't play the best. You don't actually go all out. So there's going to be some edge on Sunrisers, because they've just come in a couple of victories, and anyway they're going to go for it. I'm going to eventually anyway pick Sunrisers anyway, regardless, because in that kind of match you have to pick the team which is really going for it, not the team which is already qualified. Why do you even give a shit? In fact, they would rather have Delhi and Royal Challengers both kicked out because if Sunrisers do win, they are going to qualify.
Yeah, they will qualify.
I don't really see how they're not going to qualify after winning,
because they have very good run rate. Yeah,
they're definitely going to qualify because everybody is on 6. Oh, they are actually 100% going to qualify, because nobody else can outdo them at all. Because even if Royal Challengers, Delhi Capital, everybody... Oh, they're going to...
They'll come third.
Dude, they can come second as well. This is crazy.
No, they can't come second, because if any of those...
They can't come second. No, you're right. They can't come second. Because one of them has to win,
They'll definitely come third, because if they win. Because their run rate
third or
is so
fourth doesn't
good,
matter.
So,
third and fourth doesn't matter, because it'll all be same. Oh, this is just crazy. So one match to go. Might as well pick all these matches. So this has been a very, very amazing IPL. With exactly what Chennai must be like At our cost, this is amazing. I feel this is amazing. So next few matches, the 2 matches tomorrow, and then I think we might as well just pick all the 4 matches. It just makes more sense. I mean, we kind of picked automatically. I'm definitely picking CSK. I'm pretty sure you're picking CSK against Kings 11 to burst their bubble.
CSK,
yeah, CSK like we're gonna spoil the parties. We're gonna spoil the parties. So and then KKR and RR. I am definitely going with RR.
Yeah,
then RCB,
RR.
of course, and SRH. Unless you're going for Mumbai.
No. RCB to win against DC and SRH to win against Mumbai. Yeah.
So it's the same. We have the same pick, right? So in this.
Yeah.
So CSK, Rajasthan Royals, RCB, and SRH. This is gonna be one amazing finale because every match decides something. CSK decides for other people. So if Kings 11
CSK has a lot of power now.
Even if Kings 11 will, they still have to sit down and wait, right? They can't just consider themselves qualify.
Because their run rate is not so good. Yeah.
So let's just imagine that Kings 11 does win. Then they have 7 wins, and then if either way RR or KKR wins, both will be 7, so that doesn't matter. Oh dude, and then if DC loses, they're out.
Yeah.
As long as they're definitely out, right? If two other teams end up getting 7, their run rate is going to be so horrible. They're just going to qualify. No, although because Kolkata run rate is also terrible, so they rather have Kolkata win.
DC can still qualify if they don't. DC or RCB, they can still qualify even if they lose on that day. If they don't lose very badly, if they lose like 1 over remaining or something like that, so then their run rate will be not that bad, and they still will have some chances to qualify. So yeah, it will go down to the last match to see who will actually qualify.
See, Kings 11 run rate is not terrible. It's just almost similar. It's actually better than both of them, and Delhi Capitals run rate is even worse. Okay, so that way I'm just saying if Kings 11 wins even marginally, they will definitely qualify, and one of the teams will miss out in between RCB and Delhi Capitals, right? Because they have to. Their run rate is already better than them. So that way, one
if
team
Kings
will
11 lose, then I'm talking about that because then Rajasthan Royals will have chance, right, to qualify.
No, dude, if Kings 11 loses really badly, they can still come last. That'll be some crazy. That will be some crazy.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting.
It will take something though. It will take something. But it can because they're playing Chennai and same way Chennai, even if Chennai's run rate will move up, the same way Kings 11 run rate will actually drop. And they can panic. They can panic. So that can happen if they end up panicking. They can panic really bad. So yeah.
Okay.
This worked out. I don't know what else I have to say. I mean, we didn't talk much about their things. Okay, I have one thing to say about Tyagi, and I have very, very nice words about Tyagi. Wipe that fucking smile off your face when you're going for sixes. Go back to the drawing boards, learn how cricket is played, learn to bowl slower deliveries, learn to bowl knuckle deliveries, learn to bowl Yorkers, and then come back with a smile. Because when you keep getting hit for sixes, wipe that fucking smile off your face because you look fucking ugly right now. So it's been disappointing. I don't like that. It just he keeps smiling like an idiot. You going for sixes and you smiling. What are you fucking smiling for?
Right.
I mean, it was just embarrassing. And I see this thing over and over. This guy keeps doing that. I was like, why are you smiling? What exactly is happening? Just because Steven Smith is nice. If it was Virat Kohli, fuck Virat Kohli. If it was Mankad Ashwin, he would have slapped him. Because that's exactly what Mankad Ashwin does. He's always angry. He's angry even when you give 2 runs. You give 6 and he smiles. You fucking rap. He's looking at Steven Smith and smiling. What the fuck are you smiling at, mate? Jesus Christ, you're going for so many runs and then you're like, no, it's just not going for runs because a lot of people go for runs. The guy, have you seen him? He keeps bowling the same delivery over and over again. Length ball after length ball after length ball. It's just, Jesus Christ, he's just like hoping that batsman will make any mistake. I have never seen him bowl any slower delivery well or at all. I've never seen him bowl slower delivery. He has no knuckle ball. He has no, I don't think he has any variation, and he never tries any Yorkers. I don't know what he is doing. So he did bowl a couple of very nice deliveries here and there. I did notice it.
Yeah,
but
in the
that's
last
about
over,
it. In the last over. Yeah, I mean, I did notice it, but what's with the smile? Constantly smiling. What is like, sociopath or something? Or psychopath? What is going on? So that's something I want to say about him, but that's about it. But they won, so it was all okay. And Uthappa, you're not a superstar. You were never a superstar. You could have been a superstar. But a lot of people could have been a superstar as well.
Even Roger Binny. Who was the other Binny?
Harman Billy. Harman Baweja, the greatest one. He could have been Hrithik Roshan. But he did not become Hrithik Roshan because there's already somebody Hrithik Roshan. And maybe in 2050 he'll come back. He's like, there was this movie I made in 2008, which was supposed to be 2050, now super old. Now my Baweja, another Sarman Baweja, is now going to be starting.
Remake of that movie.
No, he's going to be like 2100. He's like, no, please don't do it. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Hrithik Roshan. So yeah, on that note, let's see what happens in the next 4 matches. You'll actually see us before the last 4 matches. We'll probably come in right before. And
I think after DC match we can talk about Monday.
We can talk about tomorrow as well. Let's see how that goes. If it gets interesting. Otherwise, we'll just let it be. So on that note, take care. Have a good weekend. This is Saturday. You're probably seeing it on Sunday because it gets released on Sunday. So keep having a good time. And if your team is Chennai, well, good luck next year. Love you all.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.